Hi guys, so it's Wednesday, so tomorrow it will be 3 weeks, so technically it's 20 days post-op today. Currently got the house to myself, which is great. My parents are now staying at my aunt's, so it's just back to normal being Hubs and Bubs and me. So I'm back in my bed because my parents had to stay there obviously while I was holed up in the office in the sofa bed. I have to say though, I thought like being in my bed would actually be an improvement. It's not. I had the worst night's sleep last night. I don't think I've had that bad a night's sleep since before, or like the first week of my operation, because I can technically lay flat now. It's just for some reason my feet are really causing me issues. I don't know why. I do have that issue, like for those that have watched like pre tummy tuck, where like I because obviously I run regularly, never had any issues when I was running, but when I do walking for long periods of time, I get really excruciating pain in like my Achilles tendon. And I was supposed to have a scan a couple of days ago to look at it, but I had to cancel it because I just wasn't well enough to leave the house to be able to go to it. And also I didn't know if I'd be able to sort of sit in the positions they'd need me to sit in to be able to scan it. So I'm having to rebook it for January. But now I've got this like really painful lump on the sole of my foot, my right foot. So it feels like every time I put weight on my right foot, like just walking anywhere, it feels like I'm literally treading on a piece of Lego. It's so painful and so uncomfortable, and I don't know what I've done. But when I'm trying to sleep with my legs like straight, it just, I get all this like excruciating pain, like just going through like my ankles and my feet and stuff. It's like my feet just are really protesting to being laid straight. I don't know why. So what seems to be helpful is actually putting pillows still under my knees. So my legs are kind of sort of bent, so it's not sort of like I'm not stretching, I guess, the muscles in the bottom of my legs. I think that's probably what's causing the issue. But last night I tried to sleep without my wedge pillow because I've been like waking up with such a bad crick in my neck because I can't turn my head properly. So I thought, you know what, I'll try and lay with like normal pillows and then just have the pillows under my legs. And yeah, this morning, I think I woke up so many times with just this excruciating pain, like just, not just in the small of my back, but the whole of my back. So not just my coccyx or like my neck, it was just all down my back, like I could barely move. It was just so painful. And I woke up in like tears this morning, or like didn't wake up in tears because I was already awake. I roused like in tears this morning because I was just in so much pain with it. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to the wedge pillow and just having to deal with having a crick in my neck until I don't know when, until I'm able to lay on my side. I think until I'm able to lay on my side comfortably. I tried laying on my side, but it just felt very tight and really uncomfortable. So it's not something I can do for a long stretch. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep on my side. I don't think I could lay on my side to sort of give my back a break, but it doesn't give me much of a break. It's annoying. So I'm very tired this morning. I've had my cup of tea, so I've woken up a bit more. Yeah, I've just realised I should probably actually say hello and welcome, because obviously I've not vlogged, I don't think, this week yet, because I've not had a chance to myself. So this is the first time I've actually been able to vlog properly. And it is Wednesday, like I said. So, but anyway, yes, back to the matter in hand. So Friday I took all my dressings off, so I've been wandering around without dressings on. I've had to put plasters though on quite a few pieces of the scar because every time I went to the toilet, like I think I kept catching pieces of the scar and it would start bleeding quite profusely. So, but putting the plasters on, not had any leaks, not had any sort of seepage through the plasters or anything. So they seem to be working. When I messaged my surgeon about it, she said it's expected for it to still have patches where it's still going to be a bit sensitive and will be bleeding, so you can wear dressings for the next week. And she said this to me on Friday. So basically I'm thinking I'll keep these plasters on because I originally was going to be changing them every shower, but they are very sticky, so I don't really want to be like ripping them off and making my skin all raw and then have to put more on top of it in case. So I'm leaving them on until my shower on Sunday. That's not going to be the next time I shower, by the way. It's just, I want to leave until Sunday because then I know my husband has time to help me take them off and stuff. So yeah, we'll be taking them off on Sunday. And seeing how everything is, and hopefully that's given them like the scabs plenty of time to at least scab over and not risk me knocking them and it all bleeding. So hopefully it should be fine by then. But I thought, seeing as no one's here, I could actually show you what it actually looks like now, because the scar has actually changed colour. It's gone a bit darker because my husband has been putting on bio oil every morning and evening, as well as this stuff. I've never heard of it before, but then obviously I've never had to do scar care before. But it's called Kilo Coat. So this is like all the stuff that I've been using, and like I've been using like the shower gel, like 2 different types of shower gel that was basically recommended by my surgeon. It cost us like £250 for all this stuff, but it's meant to last, I think, at least the first 6 months. So yeah, we have to put that on every morning and every evening. So put it on just as I get up to get dressed, and then we put it on again just before I go to bed. And yeah, the scar seems to be flattening and also getting darker, which is really interesting. Like I said, because I don't know, I've never had to do scar care before, so this is all completely new to me. So I thought, yeah, I'd give you a show of how everything looks. I can't think of anything else I was going to say other than I still get swelling. I'm still wearing the garment, obviously. The garment I'm going to be wearing pretty much 24/7 until I think 6 weeks. And then I'll just be wearing it probably overnight and when I do exercise, if obviously I get signed off to do exercise. I just have to see what happens, I guess, at the 6-week mark. But yes, I'm still in the garment. The garment can still get pretty tight because I still have swelling, as far as I know it's swelling. But yesterday I had a lot of swelling like just above the top of the scar, and it was quite uncomfortable. Like every time I sat down I was like, oh, I feel like I'm going to burst the scar. Obviously I'm not, but that's how it felt. But it's gone down a lot this morning. I was drinking a lot of water yesterday to try and help with it. So yeah, so hopefully that's helped, or it's just because it's first thing in the morning. I haven't eaten anything yet. But yeah, so I still, the scar is still sensitive, but definitely not as sensitive as it was when I first took the dressings off. So yeah, it's definitely getting there. But I'm still having to watch how I sit when I sit on the sofa of an evening and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else there was to say. I've still got like 3 more helpings of the Skin Aid gel, like that tastes like orange juice, vitamins. I still got them. My nails have been absolutely amazing. I think this is the longest my nails have grown in ages, and they feel really strong. So I'm really sort of upset about the fact I'm finishing these vitamins, because now they're all going to start to break. So I might have to start looking into what vitamins. I think it's vitamin K that you take for skin, hair and nails. So I might start taking some of those, like specifically vitamin K for skin, hair and nails, because I'm going to miss these nails if they start breaking. But yes, I've got 3 more days left of those Skin Aid ones, like one of them being today. I've still got to take one this morning before I have my breakfast. I'm trying to think, that's it. And then I did have to take some paracetamol this morning because I was in so much pain with my back. And I'm still taking codeine overnight because of the swelling, because the swelling still leaves me feeling quite uncomfortable by the time I go to bed. But other than that, I'm pretty much off any sort of medication that I've been given or recommended, sort of thing. So, but anyway, yes, I thought I would show update on how everything looks. I'm very happy with how everything looks now, and I think this is the first time you properly get to see it as well, without any of the dressings on. Obviously I've still got the plasters on, that where you can see that it's I've caught it and it's bled a bit, but hopefully after Sunday that'll all be gone and I can just concentrate on fully caring for the rest of the scar. So so yeah, let's see how it looks now. Okay, so this is how I look currently. You can see I'm wearing a tight t-shirt to show like how everything looks. Like, I can't remember the last time I looked this flat. I don't think I've ever looked this flat, to be honest, unless that's just like a psychological thing. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I looked this flat. Obviously the garment's still stripped like underneath. I've also got a vest top on underneath, so see, vest top on. So I've got my leggings and there's the garment. This is how everything looks under the garment with my vest top underneath. Let's take the garment off. It's where I hope my parents don't rock up because we're going shopping today. This is how I look without the garment. And a moment of truth. There we go. So see, you've still got the belly button scab, but everything's looking good. And then this is the scar. So you can see these are all the plasters. This is where it all got caught. So I've just held them on there for the time being. But yeah, it's healing very nicely. Like I said, you can see it's got a lot darker. When it was just very red and pink. But yeah, this is how it looks now. So very happy with it, how everything looks. So hopefully you can see it properly. I can't because I'm having to stand really far back and on tiptoes. But yeah, this is how it looks at the moment. I'm very, very happy with it. Still very tight. So I've got like feeling back here and here, and then I get to here and then I can't feel it. And then across the bottom here, I can't feel at all. So it's still very, very much numb. But yeah, I'm incredibly happy with it. I don't know if you can see here. I'll go closer. So these are the marks. It's very dry and scabby from the garment when I wore the garment before, like without a tank top before. So that's going down ever so slowly. But I found my skin has been incredibly dry, so like around my scabs and stuff. But yeah, I am incredibly happy with how it looks. So, like, is that even a bit of ab definition, or is that just me being hopeful for when I start exercising again I can actually get more definition? I don't know, but that's the plan. I'm hoping that I probably won't be able to do pole for at least 3 months. I don't think post-op. That's what I've set myself. Originally it was 2 months, but now I'm gonna give myself 3 months. And what I'll do is I'll stick to running. I'm going to do couch to 5k just to slowly get back into running. And then I'm going to do weights at home, like push-ups and planks, and just more of a gentle workout before I get back into pole, just to sort of build up my strength that way. So I might even see if I can get my pole fitness teacher to take me on, because I know she's doing personal training now. So I might see if she'll take me on. But yeah, you can see there's still swelling here. I don't know if you can see, like, it hangs over a bit here, and I think that's the swelling. So it's still there slightly, but not as bad as it was yesterday. But yeah, anyway, so that's how it looks currently at 20 days post-op. But yeah, I am very happy with my belly button. My belly button, like, it's getting smaller. The scab, don't know if you can see, and it's all like dry and stuff. But yeah, I am very happy with it. But yeah, that's how I look so far. So now I've got to try and get this garment back on. Hi guys, so it's Saturday, so it's, trying to think, Thursday it was 3 weeks since the surgery, so that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so it's 23 days since the surgery. And it's weird because I can't remember if I said I've had all the plasters now taken off. I had my shower on Thursday, and in the shower I just decided, you know what, sod it, I'm just gonna risk it and take all the plasters off that I still had when obviously I did the reveal of my tummy for you earlier in the week. And I thought I'd just be very careful and make sure I don't catch it, so I don't like take off any of the scabs and get more bleeding again. And so far they've all stayed okay. The incision itself is still quite sensitive, but it's like each day it gets less and less sensitive. So like every so often I'll feel like a pull or something, and I think that's still like the bits that were under the plasters still. Obviously they've got like a whole week to catch up with the rest of the scar that's like on its way to healing. I'm still putting on, or I should say my husband's still putting on bio oil and that kilo tone or whatever it's called cream. He's still putting that on for me twice a day, so when I get dressed in the morning and then just before I go to bed of a night. So yeah, the scar has like changed the colour. It's gone like to like a darker colour, but But yeah, it looks really good. And there's patches now where it looks like it's like there's hardly any scar at all. It actually looks really good. I think the swelling's going down as well in terms of like when I'm swollen, it's not as bad as like when I used to swell before, where it was just like I was just so uncomfortable, like my binder would be cutting into me and like different things like that. So the swelling is actually quite manageable now. I do have times, like I was on my stream last night, and by the end of it I did feel quite uncomfortable because I think I was sat up straight, and yeah, it made me like I could just feel like my binder sort of like cutting into me. I don't know if it's a thing of just like where the binder is, I'm just getting used to wearing the binder, so obviously when I do get swelling I can feel it more, or if it is just the fact that the swelling's going down. I'm not sure what it is, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like the swelling's going down. So yeah, it's I've been wearing like tighter tops during the day, like tops that I haven't worn for years because I was just so self-conscious of how my stomach looked, and also like I was just worried about stretching them to the point that I wouldn't be able to wear them anymore because they look like ridiculous because of like having to stretch them around my belly. So that's been a nice thing to be able to do. I've definitely felt like I'm now actually starting to enjoy like the surgery and how it feels and stuff. Like I said, there's still moments like I'm still very, very tired. Like I'm waking up so tired, and I'm having to have like a nap during the day because I'm trying to get on with like things as normal, and I think that's just really knackering me out. So then I'm having to take like an hour sort of like power nap in the afternoon, so otherwise I just can't function. When I'm sleeping, it's like how I think I'm slowly getting into sort of like a habit with the sleep, in terms of like I've got like a wedge pillow, and then I've got my 2 normal pillows that I would normally have on top of that, and then I've got 3 pillows under my knees still, because I find that if I try and have my legs straight, I get really bad pains in my feet. No idea why, but yeah, I get really bad pain in my feet. If I try to lay any flatter without the wedge pillow and stuff, I end up with like killer back pain, like really bad back pain. So I think I found like a happy medium. Instead of, I'm still waking up with a slightly sore neck and a bit of a pain in my coccyx, but I think I found, yeah, that's kind of like the best I can do at the moment until I'm able to sleep on my side. I'm just so desperate to be able to sleep on my side and get into like a fetal position. And yeah, it's just, I'm really wanting like, and that's still basically, it's like kind of like 70-30 in terms of 70% of why I can't sleep on my side is because my muscles still, they feel fine during the day, but like if I try and do something like stretch or just do anything that's not really, I probably really shouldn't be doing, it's like my stomach muscles are telling me no, you shouldn't really be doing that. So if I lay on my side, I can really, it doesn't hurt, I can just feel like this pulling, and it's, like I said, it's not painful, and it's not like telling me like I need to go back onto my back, but it's more just, it's really pronounced, and I can really feel it's there, and it's like I just can't get comfortable when I'm laying like that because I can just feel the muscles there. It's a really weird, like I can't really think of how to describe it, but yeah, that's how it kind of feels. And also I can only really lay on my left side because if I try and lay on my right side is still quite sensitive still, so that it still feels quite like it's pulling if I was to try and lay on that side, but on my left side it doesn't feel like it's pulling so much. So that's why I said 70% is my muscles that won't let me lay on my side, and 30% is still the scar that's still just, yeah, not healed enough to let me do it. And it's really weird, like I've been waking up really wanting to stretch, and I try and stretch, but it's what I'm having to do is like I'm having to tuck my knees up into my stomach to be able to then stretch everything, because if I try and stretch everything before then, I feel like I'm really going to do some damage to my scar or something. But I can feel my stomach muscles just really want to stretch. So yeah, I have to like really tuck everything up and then just kind of just stretch everything like individually. It's really weird. So that's the thing. What else? I was just thinking of something else and now I forgot what it was. Oh, I'm still not walking 100% upright. Still got a bit of a hunch. I'm not as stiff though if I sit on the sofa or anything. That's like I'm starting to notice how I'm getting better and how I'm getting more back to normal. So when it comes to like sitting on the sofa and everything, and I used to dread getting up from the sofa if I sat down for too long, I don't have that stiffness anymore, so that's good, and I don't feel like I have to keep hunched over. So there's that. Yeah, it was the last vitamins, or I took the last batch of the vitamins yesterday that I was recommended by my surgeon. So that's all done. Like, that was like a 45-day sort of, what would you call it? Like, yeah, it was a 45-day program that she gave me, and that finished yesterday. So when I went out to the shops with my mum and my dad to sort of get last minute Christmas shopping, I bought these. So I'm trying these out because I'm loving how like my nails are at the moment, and I really don't want them to start breaking and stuff. And I'm also concerned about like my skin as well, in terms of like how well it's healing. So I really want something that's gonna be the best for my nails and my skin. My hair, it's just, my hair's a lost cause, so just so if I can improve that, then bonus. But yeah, so I found these were like one of the only things that weren't like ridiculously expensive, like 70 quid for a 3-week program or something. So this is like a month's worth, so I take one every day with breakfast. So yeah, I'm just going to see how I go on with them. So it's like vitamin C, biotin, zinc and collagen. So I'm going to give these a go, see how I get on with these. If they're any good, I think I'll gauge how successful they are by the strength of my nails. If my nails start breaking, I know I need to try something else. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. Bubs and Hubs are out at the moment. They've got a play date with an old nursery friend that Bubs had when he was at nursery, and this kid has now gone off to school. But they still keep in touch, still invite us to play dates. And it's something, I have to say, like, that's something I've actually been really struggling with in terms of my mental health over the last couple of weeks. It's one of those things where people say when you have those situations in life where you know who your friends are. And it's made me really disappointed. And actually, I've had probably the biggest wobble I've had of home educating Bubs in the last couple of weeks, because I've barely had any contact at all. In fact, probably not. I've heard from one lady who home educates her twins. I've known her since the beginning. I've heard from her a couple of times, obviously, because of she wanted to know how the operation was going and everything. So other than that, I've not heard from anyone of the home ed lot. And so he has not seen any of his home ed friends since, like, he was going, like, he saw people at classes, like, that when he went to the classes, but that's it. And yeah, I've had none of the mums asking after me, no one asking after Bubs, no one offering to do like play dates or to sort of like take him to something like a party or anything. So it's left me incredibly disappointed and incredibly deflated with the whole thing, because when you're sat here, like, not really being able to do much, like, you can't really do anything. Like, I can't go out driving, I can't take Bubs to things myself because I can't drive. So you have a lot of time to think, and yeah, and with an overthinker like me, that's a bad thing, because then I start to overthink, like, to the max. And yeah, there's been a lot of times where I've just said, like, I've had enough. I'm just so disappointed in the fact that we've kind of like been left sort of to our own devices. And if it weren't for family, like my parents being here to help take him to his classes and stuff, we'd be screwed. We'd be absolutely screwed, because like my husband can't drop everything to take Bubs to his classes. Like he took him to one or two because my parents couldn't, but like he wouldn't have been able to take him to all his classes because obviously like I said, my husband had to work. So yeah, it's really opened my eyes, and it's like I said, the only play dates he's had while I've been sort of incapacitated have been with friends that he made when he was at nursery, and these friends are now at school, and they've still made the effort to keep in touch. And yeah, it's like I said, it's really opened my eyes, and it's left me really, really disappointed. So I'm kind of rethinking my strategy for next year, and just, yeah, I don't know. I want to keep trying with the home ed thing, but there was me saying to people, oh yeah, there won't be a problem with the social side because like you have this sort of ready-made community and blah, blah, blah. And I've not seen any of that community over the last couple of weeks. And I was struggling before. I was really struggling before. Since getting back from Italy, it felt like, I don't know, like people were kind of just like a bit pissed off, like, why are you trying to be a part of this group when you're like jetting off to all these places, sort of thing. It's like, yeah, we're not allowed to be a part of that group because we're away for 2 months of the year, sort of thing. So I was having those niggling feelings anyway after Italy, because yeah, it did kind of just feel like we were trying and no one was really that fussed about us being there. It was like they could, like, sort of, it was give or take, like they were only being nice to us because we were there, and if we weren't, they wouldn't give a shit. So yeah, this month, that, like, I'd started off feeling crappy and now I feel even worse. I'm finding myself in a tough situation because I don't want him to go to school, because I want him to be able to travel like we do, but then I don't want him to miss out socially because we don't fit into these particular people's cliques or expectations. And because you see people, like, all the home editors talk about, oh, our kids are expected to be friends with, like, are forced to be friends with people that they wouldn't normally be friends with at school. But then the fact that he doesn't go to school anymore, and yet these ones have chosen to stay in touch, and yet the ones that he hangs out with for these classes obviously choose not to be his friend, and that breaks my heart. It really does. So yeah, I don't want to end this on a downer, but it's been something that's really been niggling at me for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I think my biggest obstacle this week has definitely been my mental health, because I feel like physically I'm getting back to normal mostly, but obviously I still have those obstacles that, like, where I can't drive myself and I'm having to take time to do things. So I'm still kind of not being left behind, but in terms of like the fact that my husband and Bubs have gone off and I've had to stay at home. I should be wrapping presents, to be honest, because that's what I said I was going to do. But it's that whole thing of I'm feeling more normal, so I feel like I can do more things, but I can't. It kind of catches me unawares, and like I said, and with the whole, like, not being able to drive myself around, so I'm still stuck at home. I'm still incapacitated in a way. So like I said, it just gives me more time to think and dwell, and that's really not good for my mental health. So I'm hoping this week, because obviously it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is tomorrow, which is my mum's birthday, and then we've got Christmas Day the day after. So I'm hoping I can just enjoy Christmas with the family, have a nice week next week, and then just by, like, the time January comes around, I'll be a bit more refreshed and hopefully a bit more recovered, so I can actually try and do things. I'm aiming at like 6 weeks. 6 weeks is a magic number for me, in terms of, 1, being able to start exercise again, and 2, being able to drive again, so I can actually take Bubs to his classes and stuff. So, but the thing is, I don't think his classes will be starting until the 2nd week of January anyway, so hopefully we should be okay. I can just do his workbooks with him in the first week back. So yeah. But anyway, like I said, that's the update for this week. Wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas, although by the time you watch this, Christmas would have been over with, I think. So, but yeah, I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I can't work out if this is going to be out before New Year. I don't think so. So I hope you had a lovely New Year's celebration, and I really, really hope that 2024 is a brilliant year for you, even better than 2023, although I know 2023 has been shit for a lot of people. So if it's been great for you, then I hope it's even better. If it's been shit for you, then the only way is up, hopefully. And yeah, I'm hoping that 2024 is absolutely amazing for you. So on that note, love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Remember, if you did like this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and you can also follow me on social media. All the links will be down below. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.